Last season on Taylor's Travels, we completed a major refit on Gypsy Moon, tackling a ton of projects, from a brand new engine to all new electronics, new batteries, new solar, and much, much more. And somehow throughout this process managed to meet and fall in love with a wonderful man. After a couple months of hard work, we set sail for the season, harnessing the power of the wind to carry us and our floating home to 7 different countries. We finished off the sailing season in Grenada, where we hauled out the boat for hurricane season. We covered roughly 1,800 nautical miles in a period of nearly 6 months. Now we're giving our sea legs a bit of a break and trading in boat life for van life. We begin the Great Canadian Road Trip in my home province of Ontario. The general destination we had in mind for this trip is the beautiful Rocky Mountains of Alberta and British Columbia, which is about 3,700 kilometers away or 40 hours of driving. With Kiki being from the US, I was especially excited for this road trip to be able to share the beauty of my home country with my partner. Now, driving an old 80s gas-guzzling camper van might not be the most budget-friendly way to travel, but this way he would get to see a wide variety of landscapes as we traveled to 5 different provinces. If my family's anything like yours, there's been many disputes about our family lineage and our history. Now, I've never actually done any research to confirm or deny anybody's theories, but today I've actually partnered with MyHeritage to take a DNA test and put all of the disputes to rest once and for all. MyHeritage is a leading global family history and DNA service. It's fun, and the clear step-by-step manual makes it super easy for you to discover your origins. Once you've got it all finished up and sealed inside the bag, you can just mail it out. The exciting day has come. I just got the email notification that MyHeritage results are in. 32.4% English. That's not so much of a surprise. 26.5% North and West European. 24% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. What? 16% Italian. I had no idea. I didn't think that I had any Italian in my family. A pretty significant amount to have and not have any idea that that was a part of your family history. Wow, that's so cool. You can buy your own DNA kit through the link in the description. Use code TAYLORT for free shipping. On top of that, you can start a 30-day free trial of MyHeritage's best subscription for family history research and enjoy a 50% discount if you decide to continue it. Most mornings look pretty much the same in the van. After a coffee and a quick breakfast, we hit the road again. As we continued west through the prairies, there was one location we had to stop at on our way to the mountains. Out of all of my travels, to this day, this place still remains one of my absolute favorite to visit. This is Dinosaur Provincial Park. These desert-like badlands appear almost out of nowhere as you descend down into the valley. It's such a major contrast from the surrounding landscape that you almost feel like you're not in Canada anymore. So what makes this place so special? Well, for starters, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The park is well known for having some of the richest concentrations of dinosaur fossils in the world, and contains some of the most important fossil discoveries ever made. Over 35 species of dinosaurs have been discovered here. If you're ever passing through Alberta, this is a must-see spot. Now, I do want to add a little dose of reality in here because I'm well aware how much van life is romanticized on the internet. Honestly, sometimes it looks a lot more like this. Well, we forgot to get a hose and we're out of water. So we are rigging up a little system and we've driven as close to the tap as we can. And we're just gonna have to do something like this. Okay, drum roll. Let's see how she works.
You just have to fill away again this time. There we go.
Oh yeah, and if you've been wondering why this whole video has been a voiceover up until now, that would be because all of the shots that should have audio sound like this. Just a reminder that nothing's really as perfect as it seems on the internet. We are currently in Calgary because I made a big boo-boo the other day. I went to move out from behind the table. I spilled coffee on Kiki's laptop and it died. We had to make our way into the city, get him a new laptop. And we're just waiting for some data to hopefully be transferred over from the old one to the new one. While we are kind of stuck in the city, we're making the most of it. And the Bow River that flows from the mountains runs right through Calgary. So we bought a little raft and we're gonna do a big float today. It's gonna be our first test run, our maiden voyage on our new vessel. And hopefully all goes well. Should be fun. We've got drinks in the cooler.
Got a raft.
And we're ready to rip it. We're underway on our maiden voyage. Cheers! This raft is slightly smaller than anticipated. Barely fits both of us.
We're floating so far. Gone about a quarter mile.
Haven't sunk yet. As soon as he got his hands on his new laptop, we headed straight for our destination. For me, those first few moments of looking out the window at this gorgeous scenery is always a bit surreal.
We made it! Oh god, I almost just took my ankle out.
It is pretty. We got these little mountains in the background here. We got some yakkers out and about. Got a guy over here riding a log. I mean, you see it all out here in Canada. They've really got everything.
We're completing the mission of our road trip, and we've made it to the mountains! The first spot we're stopping in is Jasper National Park. I find it's a little bit less congested and busy than Banff. So I used to live out in the mountains and work out here, and I just loved it so much. And I think that this was kind of the first place that really gave me my adventurous spirit, that set me free and allowed me to chase my dreams. And so it's very, very special to be back here. Got a lot of exploring left to do. So we're going on a grand little adventure today to one of my favorite sort of secret camping spots. It's not really all that secret, but the drive is one of the most beautiful drives in the world. It is down the Icefields Parkway. So we've made our first stop at Athabasca Falls, which is a gorgeous set of waterfalls. It's definitely very busy. I mean, everything around here in the summertime is extremely packed with people, but nonetheless, we're still going to enjoy it. And yeah, probably make a couple other stops on the way to the campsite along the Icefields Parkway. The Icefields Parkway travels through two of the highest passes accessible to drivers. The Bow Pass at 2,067 meters and the Sunwapta Pass at 2,030 meters. So this here is the Columbia Icefield.
It is really freaking raw. All these layers, like the glacier dropping off from up there. Look at how high the snowpack is on top.
This is pretty wild.
So we got the Columbia Icefield back here. Turns out, back in the day, so you can barely see behind us, the glacier actually came down here in 1948.
So that's a significant difference in not so many years. Hi, folks.
Hey, Bubs.
Oh, wow. That's scary. Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
You're just coming across the road.
Just after the little hailstorm, we had the most beautiful sunset roll through, and the fog was just kind of settling in and roaming through the valley. My heart is just feeling so full to be back in my van. You know, there's just something about that van that it's like she's a part of my soul. Being here and sharing this with Kiki has been so special. Just getting back to the mountains where, I don't know, they have a magical power about them that it's so humbling. It makes you feel so small, and you realize just the bigger, magnificent beauty that's out there in the world. So yeah, we're gonna settle in, make some dinner here in this perfect spot, and settle in for the night because it's getting a little bit chilly out here. Alright, so I have an update for you all on the Trova Trip group trip that I announced in the previous video. Based on the results from the survey that all of you kindly filled out, thank you so much to everyone who took the time to do that. I really appreciate it. Based on what all of you have said, the destination that we've decided on is Morocco, November 12th to 20th of this year. There are a few early bird slots left, which gets you $200 off. So I would definitely take advantage of that as soon as you can while there's some of those spots available. Any information you need about the trip, the itinerary, cost, you can book through the link in the description. And you only have to pay 25% to book your spot. And this trip is open to everyone, whether you're a solo traveler or a couple or whatever. We'd love to have you, and can't wait to connect with you guys in person and travel together and make memories in a group. I think it's just gonna be freaking fantastic. I would love for you to join if you can. Please check out the link in the description. Thank you.